Correct the man them sister then game God. Yo.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, the channel of undiluted sports content. Your favorite analysts are here to provide their feedback on the latest happening in the world of sports. Analyst: the Jamaica Football Team is on what appears to be a coordinated social media campaign, with a number of the high-profile players posting on their social media platform the words "Take a stance" with the hashtag Stronger Together. But before we go into the details, we see that you've been liking and watching our videos. We also want you to be part of the Sports DTM family by clicking that subscribe button. If your subscribe button is still red, it simply means that you have not yet subscribed. So click that button and welcome to the Sports DTM family. Analyst, a developing story here. Clearly, the boys are not pleased with what is happening with them and JFF. Multiple sources are saying that the players want to be treated with respect from the federation. Some sources indicate that the players believe the JFF are not treating players with professionalism. And this is what has led to the social media action taken by the players, which is intended to send a clear signal to JFF that the players will no longer stand for the behaviour they believe are being meted out to them by the federation. But what has happened so far? The players and the federation and their representative have been at odds over contract negotiation in recent week. This is the current state of play. The contracts were to be gone out on Wednesday, but the players' representative requested a delay of the day. The terms of the contracts would have seen all players receive offers of US $2,000 for Worldcup qualifying games, with a $1,500 US bonus for a win and a $1,000 bonus for a draw. The $2,000 contract is for those who starts with 75%, or US $1,500 of that amount to go into substitutes who manage to make it on the field, and 50% of US $1,000 to those who suit up but don't play. The players and their representatives are demanding $7,000 per game for each of the 14 World Cup qualifying games, plus $1,000 bonus for a win. Adrian, there's an upcoming match between the REGGAE boys and United States on March 25th. Do you think that this match is now in jeopardy?
Well, Kurt, this all went wrong from the leaked negotiations between the JFF and Damian Lowe, in which tensions have been brimming from then. We have seen where there have now been leaked details of the contracts that were proposed to the players, and this USA versus Jamaica match looks to be in real danger. The proposed players who are to come from the UK have not all gotten their passports as yet. Local footballers haven't played football for about a year, and the overseas-based local footballers are in no mood. They are taking a stance. This is not looking good for the JFF. This is not looking good for Jamaica's football. And here we go again.
A public fight can't go well for either JFF or the REGGAE boys, Ricky. Not true.
Well, Kurt, sometimes you have to make some things public in order for you to get a resolution, especially in these situations. They're saying that if you don't stand for something, then you'll fall for anything. And you see the boys standing in solidarity in support of one cause. You don't see that all the time. So it's good on the boys the ones that are protesting, and I hope they get a resolution from standing together. A decent resolution, one that will see them getting what they want.
Tigat, some persons are saying the current fight between JFF and the players is more than just financial. You share the same view?
Correct the man them sister them game God. Oi.
Ray, the players are accusing JFF of carrying out contract negotiations in public in an effort to prejudice the public's opinion of them. JFF achieving their objectives, not true?
Well, yeah, it would appear that they're achieving their objectives, of course. However, when you have contract negotiations, trust is very important. And one such way to engender trust would have persons not negotiating or having, releasing things to the media and have stuff out there. You want to try and negotiate as best as possible behind closed doors. Financial records is one such way of being transparent. It doesn't have to be out in the public. That is something can be shown and discussed or presented behind closed door. But it's very important to ensure that a lot of these negotiations stay behind closed doors as best as possible. So with the move by JFF, of course, doing it the way they're doing it, it's clear that they have I don't want to say ulterior motive, but it's clear that what they have intended is actually working in their favor with the public viewing how much is being requested as near over the top.
Adrian, do you think it is a good plan for the players to go public and start a campaign just to ensure that the public knows exactly where their mindsets are?
Well, Kurt, definitely this is a good time for the players to go public. They have been painted over the last week as being greedy, not being loyal, players who just want to play for the money. And with the leak numbers in terms of the 7,000 US being commanded out there or being banded about, and the fact that there are other players who are willing to play for free, it would appear that they are now being treated as the people who are just money grabbing players. As such, the players have said, look, enough is enough. We're going to take a stance. We're going to start to talk. And as such, it's a good time for them to put it out there and let the public know what's going to really happen. This is going to get really, really nasty and could get really nasty. Let's just pray for the best and hope for the best for Jamaica's football.
Ricky, do you support this campaign by the REGGAE boys?
Of course, I support them, Kurt. Right now, I'm going to change my DP to the image where them have. Yeah, man. Because JFF move stingy like them want to take the man them for fool. So you have to stand up and take a stance for something. So right now, I'm going to change my display.
Ray, is it the right time to start a campaign? Or when is the right time to start such a campaign?
Yeah, you should get it over with and done. I mean, waiting for the Worldcup qualifying to start would be absolutely the worst time to do it. So it's best to get it over and done with. So we have the right set and mix and players to start the campaign with. We have some time before at least one of the first big matches with one of our biggest rival in CONCACAF, which is USA. So you have some time, get that out of the way. So of course, it's the right time now. Let's clear it up as quick as possible.
Tiga, we heard the captain recently asking the question, why now, in relation to the UK-born ballers and the interest JFF is showing in them. Do you think this campaign has something to do with that as well?
Yo, the man them create a taxed environment for the English-based player there. English-based player them are going to come and tell them something that's not out. Even if they play for free. It not going to look good upon them.
Adrian, we noticed that it's only the local-born players are participating in this social media campaign. What do we need to read into this?
Well, Kurt, let's wait and see if it is that there are others who are joining this campaign. Only that there are people in different time zones. So let's wait and see. We were told by Damian Lowe in the league negotiations that he spoke on behalf of all the players, including the overseas player representatives. Let's see what they have to say on the matter. And I'm sure it will be very interesting to know who is on the local overseas based boys team.
Ricky, I know you have this love-hate relationship with JFF, but what is your advice to them now in dealing with this?
My advice to JFF, same as I want to tell them for bleach my Ivan Tony like Nadinugla or toothpaste and curry. I go tell them for bleach on this case here and get this thing sorted out. Meet the man them halfway, at least give them $4,000, $5,000. And not bother with the foolishness, cause we need the local boys. Right? Even though them have hopes of having the English-based players come in at the side and get them passport and them things. Not certain. So they need to sort out the local boys first. Sort out the man them. Right? And get this thing in order. So when we have everything now ready, we have a team or a half a team prepared to meet the English players halfway.
Ray, should JFF take this serious or should they continue to just operate as business as usual?
Yes, I think JFF should take this serious. It's early days yet. If you don't try and nip this in the bud and try and have a meeting with them, it will create a snowball effect, and you wouldn't want that. So it's best to take them serious now and trying to be proactive as best as possible to try and avert any issue. You know, you wouldn't want to have matches to play and funds to be made, and you find yourself having a protest on your hand and you can't get players to come. You understand what I'm saying? So it's best to take them serious now and address the situation. Of course, behind closed doors, no talking to the media, not even DTM, I'm sorry.
There you have it, Sports DTM fans. Another episode of Sports Down the Middle. A developing story here. The REGGAE boys going on a social media campaign to send a clear message to their parenting body, the JFF, that the players will no longer stand for the behaviour being meted out to them by the Federation, and that they need to be treated with respect. Players include Captain Andre Blake, Damian Lowe, Junior Flemings, Hamal Knight, Shamar Nicholson, and Taximan Lawrence have posted this message on their social media pages. Fans, let us stand together. Do you support the boys in their campaign? What are your advice for JFF? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Fans, take a stance. Let us take a stance. Like, subscribe, share. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come and join the Sports DTM family. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Be blessed.